Morning, everybody. And what a beautiful morning it is. I'm shaking the camera here. Nice and sunny. We had frost. It got down to 31 last night. There's still some frost in the shade there. I'm shaking. I still haven't opened my coffee yet. So look at that hillside. That's beautiful. Hey everyone. So it has happened. I've been dispatched back to work. Going to a coal-fired powerhouse. You normal people, I guess, would know it as a power plant. Coal-fired means it's a coal-burning plant. I'm going to be working some crazy hours for, I don't know, like 3 weeks or something. I'm not going to have a lot of time to do anything. But I do want to say that I am going to get some footage in there. And there's a ladybug on my neck. Get out of here. I'm going to get some cool footage in there. Nobody really cares if you bring a camera in. You're not supposed to, but nobody really cares. Nobody's going to check you for a camera. I mean, they do check for like explosives and stuff like that, since it is a giant, huge city type thing that got some huge upgrades coming for the solar. A new heating system will be going in, depending. And I think there's a ladybug crawling around the lens. I don't think it's on the lens, so I'm going to make this quick. By the time you see this video, I should already be there. The gardening crap is done with, of course, for the year. I'm in a t-shirt. The sun's beating down on me. It was very cold this morning. We had a lot of frost. But now it's hot. This is the kind of weather that we would usually have towards the end of September. It's November 6th, I think. Yeah. Tomorrow's the 7th, and Tuesday's the big day, the 8th. You know, the election. Hillary, Trump, neat thing, neck and neck race. You know, shut up. Nobody cares. I mean, some people do care. And actually, some people like to start fights about it. I actually got in an argument with a fella online the other day, which I absolutely try to avoid. He's pro-Hillary, and I guess I'm a little bit more pro-Trump. Whatever. I think I actually lost a friend over that. Because I guess I'm stupid, according to that, you know. Large airplane, of course, as soon as I start filming. I don't see it. I hear it. Neat, of course. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to try to get a lot of shots inside the powerhouse. What we're going to do is called a JBR. It's a jet bubbling reactor. Jet bubbler reactor? Jet reactor. It's a giant tank, a huge vessel that when the coal's burned, the smoke from the coal goes down through this huge vessel containing a lot of chemicals and mostly water. The smoke is pumped through that, and it absorbs all the smoke, or most of the smoke, or not smoke, the chemicals like mercury and sulfur and all that other bad stuff. And then the cleaned or cleaner smoke is piped up a large chimney, like you see the large stacks. That's where it goes. I think it's like 87 or 88% of what you see coming out of those real tall stacks is like water vapor. It's absolutely a lot cleaner than what it would be just to burn the coal. The EPA permits that. That's good enough for them. And yeah, the JBR, and I'm doing this, a JBR is like the size of any Walmart. They're huge, a huge, giant tank. And they're, I don't know, roughly 100 foot tall, maybe, by 400 foot wide, give or take, something. They're called other things. They're called scrubbers. They're called absorbers, actually, is another name. This particular powerhouse that I'm going to, they call them, there's a car going by, that's why I'm looking. It's called a JBR. So I will get some shots inside that, and it's really cool. and I'm going to try to get into the unit itself and get way up top and get you a nice look around at everything. That'll be pretty cool too. I just like to see it myself. So that's what I'm doing. A little backstory on where I'm going. It's called the Cardinal. It's a 3-unit coal burning powerhouse. Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3 is way down here. Unit 3 was actually built on an Indian village. That was back before people really cared about, hey, let's save the artifacts. If they destroyed, at that time, I think it was like in the 70s, if they destroyed an Indian village, they were fined $100. $100. Now I believe it's up in the millions of dollars. Very sad. It makes me sick every time I see it. But the history around the area is where some of the first white men, the pioneers, would cross the Ohio River and go into what is now Ohio. It was called the Ohio Territory at that time, with the Ohio Indians, and I think the Shoshone, and there's a whole bunch. I can't think of them off the top of my head. There's one man in particular who was very famous, or who is famous now. I don't know if he was famous at the time. Louis Wetzel. He was known for being able to shoot and reload his musket, a muzzleloader, while running. And that was something that is very difficult to do. I've never actually tried it myself. I think he was called the White Terror, is what the Indians would call him, or the White Devil, or something. Shikaka, maybe. But there's a lot of grave markers. There is a fort upriver from where I'll be, called Fort Steuben, where that was the last line of defense for a lot of people. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Huge piece of history right there, and I love it. I love every bit of this. Where I live here, we are very far away from the river, relatively speaking. That there's artifacts are kind of really hard to find. Over there, it's like every day. There's people constantly finding arrowheads or little pottery pots, I guess. So it's really cool. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to film anything like that, but I will give you a nice shot of the area. And when I'm up on top of the units, actually, I like to look out over the river. Get out here, bug. And just kind of imagine, the Indians coming across, or out there fishing in their canoes. Huge bands of Indians coming downriver. And, of course, the pioneers coming across, trying to discover this land, trying to live the land, trying to figure it out. It's really a huge piece of history. And I don't know, maybe it's boring to you, but I absolutely love this. What does this have to do with prepping? Nothing, I guess. So, sorry, prepping Ohio, but not really prepping related. I guess like maybe the pioneer survival stuff. Maybe that's something that intrigues me as much as prepping does. So anyway, that is what's going on. Probably for the next month, 3 weeks, month, whatever. It'll probably be Thanksgiving before I'm able to do any shots like this. I'm going to try to keep working on the blog as much as I can. I may have to do mobile blogging, and the quality is so much different. But we'll see. We'll get to it. Stick in there. Thanks for watching.